Hello, it's me, Mr. Positive, again. Well, you may think, where's the. Again, we have. Well, the actor of Mr. Negative is, sick at the moment. And again, it's really hard to create an origin story. This kind of existed because I feel like this channel's rebrand. The channel's idea of two reviewers. We have the late night critic, which is Mr. Negative, and then me, Mr. Positive, who reviews the other stuff. Yeah, but I didn't really. Mr. Positive was already created earlier as a super positive superhero. I thought YouTube and such. And Mr. Negative was his rival that was all negative and gloomy and doomy. But as now, Mr. Negative was really just an afterthought as like a sidekick to the main hero. Someone using photo powers and such, taking evidence of taking evidence of opinions and such. But what am I going to? I'm going to so possibly next year. That's when we're gonna get them. That's when you're gonna get an origin story from Mr. Negative. Since Christmas break. We have Christmas. Of course, it's Christmas soon. Next video will be the final video of 2022, a Christmas special. So you may question, what on earth am I going to review? Well, as you remember a few videos back, I review Heartstopper time. How about I do the Swedish counterpart? Well, not literally, but there are some similarities. Genres. Yeah, like when you think about it, we have well, he's not the main character. He's like the secondary main character of the story. A gay guy with curly hair falls in love with a guy with a blonde, and also they have weird schools. I mean, one the Heartstopper has a gendered school, and this one is a Catholic school. as a Catholic school. So I mean, yeah, I mean that's literally where the similarities end. But since it gets way faster to the point of the it gets way faster to the point about the romance compared to Heartstopper, which slowly develops into multiple books. This is new idea. It's 2 seasons, 2. And I thought, well, since this one and well, reason why I'm reviewing this is, I mean, yes, I have a really I'm Swedish. I think you may notice by the books that I'm reading, they have Swedish text. And my last video was in Swedish. This is an experiment to see if I can reach a national audience. The international audience, well, I mean, I don't know if anyone can understand what I'm saying even. Like, I'm not asking for much, but it would be nice to see at least some comments on videos. But let's get back to it. And honestly, it's a great series overall. Really, I mean, we got some great characters, especially Simon's sister. Like, come on, I'll give that award for the best autistic character I've seen in media. Like, listen, like there are multiple ones, but I don't know. Like almost all the times, I feel like they're over exaggerated most of the time. But here, no, yeah, that's pretty much how I feel. No, that's not pretty much how I can like reflect how I. Well, except the weird touch thing. Since we're currently watching this series, since my family's currently watching the series right now. The weird touch in the first episode of the second season, like, what the fuck? That's weird, but otherwise, yeah, there's another thing I can connect to. Of course, yes, the main focus is the gay stuff, obviously. I mean, can't you? And also, yeah, if you think I'm crazy to exploit things for views, you're absolutely You're goddamn right. I am. But yes, it's really, really. It doesn't like much. Isn't it? Like, I mean, yeah, some nice setting. So also, it's funny since I'm also reading a book that kind of similar premise. Um, this one also has a princess, and well, at least not main but secondary character. Um, and the main character is Prince. Probably Princess in a review. Yeah, this is probably this is probably the least stated review I'll ever do. Hopefully, since like literally yesterday they appeared on this night show. So yes, the actors of the two main characters. So I'm topical. I can farm this videos for views. I'm not gonna do it, but because I know this video is not gonna get too much traction. I'm gonna find the really deep dives into the show. This is just a short review, and okay, but yeah, just like Heartstopper is great. Of course, it's probably a few that does both. Oh well, there is technically another Netflix original that does it, but well, if you're interested, I am planning to make a comparison between Disney and Netflix of how they handle representation in their shows. But let's just say I'm currently watching Dead End Paranormal Park, and well, there are some. Well, I'm gonna finish, of course, before I officially dive into that, since yeah, it's best to say that for another video about some of the choices that feels like it's hard to say, but basically I feel like sometimes even if I'm not entirely caught up, it feels like sometimes that when that bisexuality usually is like it's usually the like a cheap way to not say they're gay. Heartstopper worked because they already established that, but so far Dead End Paranormal Park, uh, and yeah, I've seen the clips of season 2, which implies season 5, but and also yeah, if we tie that back to autism, no, I don't feel like he's autistic. I feel this guy has social anxiety. But of course, we'll save that for another video. But like that's one of the few shows I've seen where they represent both, not one or the other, really good, like really interestingly. Like it's either one or the other. They focus on. They're all, I guess, kind of it's both, but like there are. Yeah, there are shows, but like this one is probably the most I've seen. I feel like they represent both autistic people and gay people. This is like one, which I mean, that kind of weakens is there's like multiple. That's why so it's, yeah, that will also be saved for the underrepresentation. Where I feel like that's how to like I don't know any sexual persons, but there's like little things that I read feel like yeah, it's best saved for that video down the line. But overall, a really good show. I've seen the first season, pretty good, and I'm almost finishing up. And we're now currently watching the second season, which first episode is pretty solid. So yeah, that was the review of Young Royals. Can't wait for season 3. Honestly, it's a pretty good, great. There are other characters, but like great characters. And I mean, it's just a good show. So it's hard to really pinpoint. This is a lot of things that are good about, but like good character chemistry, some interesting real dilemmas that are often brought up. That are kind of cliche, like the deadbeat dad. And also, I feel like the only reason why they ended as a no, not that it transfers to. It's just so that well, I haven't seen the English dub of the show, but I feel like they is added because we needed someone, if in case some people didn't know understand Swedish. Let's just add one character that does that, speaks English all the time. Well, they haven't said it, but it's pretty obvious he's a transfer student from England. Like, what else? Like, yes, I know people will speak English a lot, but all her dialogue is so it makes more sense for her to be. She understands the other girl, but still, she mostly speaks English as like a trans and that's learning Swedish. I don't know exactly since they haven't like given her screen time. Also, I guess success like he generally does suck ass. Like there's not much to sugarcoat. Yes, he didn't take medicines and all that, but like he's an unsufferable jerk. It's funny moments, but so yeah. See you. So that concludes the review, and Merry Christmas, all of my wonderful viewers. Next time we will finally conclude 2020 with a Christmas review. See you then. Stay positive.